Could the immune boosting antioxidant N-acetylcysteine be dampening our mood and contributing to something known as anhedonia? Well, in this video, what I'm going to do is take a look at how N-acetylcysteine may, in fact, worsen mood and blunt the effects of stimulants. So for those of you who are brand new to my channel, my name is Lucas, the founder of Boost Your Biology. If you've been enjoying these videos, then please like the video and hit subscribe down below to stay up to date with the latest and greatest health research. So what is NAC? Well, NAC is N-acetylcysteine, which is a precursor of the antioxidant glutathione and has been used to loosen thick mucus in the lungs and treat acetaminophen overdose for decades. However, NAC can also boost the immune system, suppress viral replication, and also reduce inflammation. So during the virus period, a number of people have utilized N-acetylcysteine and they saw massive benefits in their overall health following the use of this particular antioxidant. But what I'm about to share with you is something that never is discussed online or is rarely discussed online, and that is the side effect associated with NAC. Before we get into that, I want to emphasize some of the other major benefits of NAC. We can see that it's used in lung diseases, liver diseases, paracetamol overdose, cardiovascular disease, psychiatric illnesses, kidney diseases, infectious diseases, and also cancer. So we can see the therapeutic uses of NAC are very broad, and that is because NAC does have some profound benefits in the human body. So how does NAC actually work? Well, number one, it has a direct antioxidant action. So it can act as a direct antioxidant for some oxidant species. It also has anti-inflammatory effects, so it's an anti-inflammatory agent. NAC suppresses NF-kappa B activation, and also subsequent cytokine production, TNF-alpha, interleukin-1, and interleukin-6. It also has disulfide breaking activity, so it's a reducing agent with mucolytic action. So the capacity of NAC to break the disulfide bridges of the high molecular weight glycoproteins in the mucus results in its reduced viscosity. So that's how it thins out mucus. It also has an indirect antioxidant action, and that's due to its ability to increase intracellular levels of cysteine, which is a building block and the limiting step in the rate of glutathione synthesis. And also it helps with chelating. So NAC is capable of binding transition metal ions and heavy metal ions, forming complexes which are readily excreted by the body. So remember that NAC has been also utilized to combat heavy metal toxicity and reduce the burden of heavy metals in the human body, such as mercury, arsenic, lead, and cadmium, and other heavy metals. So the big question arises, how might NAC cause a flat mood? Well, here we can see the study was titled, "The Effect of NAC on Amphetamine-Mediated Dopamine Release in Rat Brain Striatal Slices by Ion Pair Reversed Phase High Performance Liquid Chromatography." So that study there basically identified that NAC has a blunting effect on dopamine release following administration of a strong stimulant. Now, the reason why I put this study here is because obviously amphetamine is, a very powerful medication, but coffee and nicotine and other stimulants that a lot of people use do work by increasing dopamine. And so NAC has been reported online by many individuals that NAC blunts the effects of caffeine, it blocks the stimulating effects of caffeine, it blocks the euphoric effect of caffeine. So here we can have a look at a specific anecdotal report. Obviously, this is a weak form of evidence, but here we go. The anhedonia with NAC is real. He says, "I usually take it when I'm in a low stimulatory type situations, quite literally when at home before sleep, but the pronounced effects of anhedonia are really showing. Went out with a couple of mates. To my disbelief, I just couldn't feel anything. No pleasure in the activity whatsoever. We also went to a band showing to celebrate my friend performing, and while everyone was up and down enjoying themselves, I physically, mentally, and emotionally couldn't. I quite literally remember just literally dissecting the situation like, this is just loud noise, I'm probably going to catch cover, etc., etc. Just very meh all round. I even drank 2 cups of coffee, had a shit ton of beers and nicotine, plus even regrettably a line of cocaine, and I still didn't feel it. Absolutely insane. I'm definitely stopping for the foreseeable future." So this is a anecdotal report, this is something that I've heard similar stories with a number of other guys who've used NAC for increasing the immune system. And whilst it does have that as a major benefit, this anhedonia, or the blunted pleasure response, is definitely a real side effect. And so here's another example of somebody else reporting the blunting effect. So this user said, NAC blunting excitement. I'm taking 600 milligrams of NAC a day and really like the benefits of less anxiety, less social anxiety, better sleep, and I also feel it helps with weight loss. However, I'm noticing that I don't get excited about things like I used to. And it's small things like looking forward to TV time after the kids are in bed, or looking forward to Friday. Those small things would make me happy and give me something to look forward to, and now I'm just indifferent about them. Is there a supplement I could take along with the NAC to counteract those effects? The other things I'm currently taking are Wellbutrin, caffeine pills, and a multivitamin. The next user said, NAC renders amphetamines useless. I've been taking Levithan Nutrition IRE for about 5 weeks. One ingredient is 750 milligrams of NAC. I took my ADHD medication for the first time since using this product. It had no effect. I see that NAC may be responsible for this. Does anyone know how long I should wait between NAC and amphetamine? The next user said, NAC literally stops Adderall from working. What's up with that? I've been taking NAC every day for nootropic purposes and decided to have a fun Adderall-filled day yesterday. It literally didn't hit at all, and there was zero euphoria. I was still stimulated to be sure, but literally all the enjoyable manic parts of the high were just gone. I also never got that depressed, shitty feeling afterward either. So here are some theories as to how NAC may be actually causing this effect. So reducing neuronal glutamate levels. This appears to be one of the anti-addictive components of NAC. Now, remember that NAC has been used to combat cocaine addiction and also combat obsessive compulsive disorder, or OCD. So NAC stimulates group 2 metabotropic glutamate receptors, which leads to inhibition of synaptic release of glutamate. Now, NAC also increases the activity of cysteine glutamate antiporter that regulates glutamate levels, especially in the nucleus accumbens core, which is associated with reward. Now, since stimulants increase glutamate levels throughout much of the brain, a dampening in the rewarding effects by NAC isn't too surprising. Now, yes, NAC modulates glutamate so strongly it will win against even heroic doses of methamphetamine. NAC does this by donating the much needed and exceedingly rare amino acid cysteine to the cysteine glutamate exchange. Absorbing it from food is not easy, and the small amounts that do make it don't last that long. Now, in addition, NAC not only reins in glutamate during overexcitation, but it also boosts it when low. Say when a stimulant addict is going through withdrawal, NAC will modulate glutamate levels back up to its regular set point, and so NAC is truly a godsend for stimulant addicts. So here are some major takeaways. Number 1, consider lowering the dosage of your NAC supplement if you are sensitive to the numbing effect or the blunting of emotions or excitement or joy. In addition, you may want to use NAC in the evening away from stimulants, and the negative flatlining mood effects or anhedonia elicited by NAC may be in part mediated through counteracting striatal dopamine release and or by lowering glutamate levels. So hopefully this video is seen by people who are suffering from anhedonia from NAC. This is not a video to say NAC supplements should be stopped completely. NAC supplements are very beneficial for a wide variety of conditions and issues and ailments, but this is a nasty side effect that you need to be aware of that I don't see talked about much online. So please do share this video, like the video, drop a comment down below. Let's get a discussion going. Otherwise, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.